We're back with more Hat in Time today, making up 7 minutes from last stream, and it's 2 hours thanks to Plaster Master's 1-year anniversary of subbing. I noticed when I booted it up today that there's some DLC stuff. There's this Yakuza Metro thing, and there's also a mode where you have 50 players in the same world, which reminds me, isn't there like a hack for Mario 64 or Ocarina of Time or something like that, where you can explore the game world with a bunch of other people? Hey, Yahan, how you doing? Last we were left off, we were in the Alpine, like, free explorer world, which I think we want to continue exploring, is that right? The Alpine Skyline, that's what it's called. We've got more stuff to do in free roam first. But do whatever you'd like. Amusingly, we're still trying to figure out why all of the recommended videos, if you look at my Hat in Time YouTube video, are for babies. Like, not quite Elsagate bad, but just lots of, like, baby videos. And our best guess, my best guess, is that it's based on color analysis on the thumbnail and the content of the video. You can only find a couple other videos that also have recommendations for babies. We couldn't figure out, maybe it was sound analysis, in-video color analysis. Whee! I think I did this one already, right? This one to the bird. I don't want to go that way just yet. I could see it being audio analysis. We've got a couple other games that have babies in the recommendations. Alright. I don't think I've learned what to do with these things yet, right? In fact, I think there's some more exploration I have to do here with items I haven't found yet. I don't think I did the windmill area yet. Check.
The old windmill is this way.
Whee! See you, Lawatama. What VODs are you watching?
There's a horn at the top.
Horn at the top. Their accents is pretty great. I gotta get used to the X-axis. Play so many games. Nice! Sekiro's awesome. I finally finished platting it off stream. I feel like Souls games are the only series where I really feel like hold 100% it really hard after finishing them. Congrats on finishing it. Food Effects just finished it too, right? I would invert X, but I'm not even sure that it's wrong. I switch it out in so many different games that I can't keep track of what I actually like anymore. Like, sometimes I'll go to the trouble of switching it and be like, oh wow, that feels worse. So it's usually better for me to just get used to it. The Y-axis is a lot harder for me to get wrong. Alright, I don't think I have anything to deal with that yet. It's not like the last game, therefore it's worse. Exactly, I understand. Do not remember at all. Hey, thank you, Conveyance Gems. I would not have thought to check that. Howdy. Oh! How far are you in Bloodborne, Yukiko? I feel like I should be able to climb up this, right? Whoops. Double whoops. Alright, first try. I love that you snap onto these wires Like, it would not be fun to actually have to balance on them. I think it's impossible to walk off the side of them. Blow the horn! Don't do that! That is not the button you want to press. Nor is that. Do I need a power-up to do something here? I don't think I have a blow ability. Oh, I may have just blown it last time. Okay, so maybe I did that part, but not the rest of this area? I thought from loading in, it didn't show that I did the horn area. Maybe I was confusing it with the lava zone. Alright, so I have to take the alt path while coming back over. Okay, just getting back used to the controls. No big D. Okay, now I've got my X-axis under control, so when we go to this next area, I don't know exactly what we're doing. Also, farming gems. You need those to buy badges and shit, right? This feels new. Whee! Oh, it's a goat man. What's up, goat fella? You're a friend, right? You're not gonna, like, try to kill me? Nope, you are not a friend. It's the white serpent in Sekiro all over again. The game... he knocked me off so hard the game crashed. Wow. Oh, let's see where it's saved.
Whoops.
You win again, Gravity!
I did not
Straight
mean to do that.
Crash to desktop. Hit me out of the game. Trusting goats until 2019. Yeah. Someone should highlight or clip that. It's pretty great. The DLC is nuts. It's one of the hardest. I think I've had a couple crashes before. It's not so bad. We've never, like, lost significant progress. Hopefully I kept my gems? I didn't notice what my count was at. Alright, the goat is not a friend. Got it. Got our cool prayer flags. There's a super annoying area at Yukupo where, like, the enemies are constantly getting respawned when you kill them. And I think what it wants you to do is just run through it as fast as you possibly can. I don't know if you already did that or if you haven't come to it yet.
Not everything I sell is of value.
The DLC for Hat in Time is incredibly hard. Ah, it looks like I lost my gems. Oh well, that's fine. Just gonna reduce the cooldown when using hats. I don't really have too much else to save gems for. I shouldn't stress about it, but... see if I can get this, yarn. Heck yeah! I need more hats to do more things. Wow. Have they billed it as being extremely difficult while it's out? I feel like the difficulty level of this game is really fair. It's kind of got that Mario Odyssey approach where there's just a lot of stuff to do and you can choose to stick to the easier mainline stuff or do the really hard optional stuff. Nice, Yukupo. What build are you using in Bloodborne? Challenge one of the spike. Ooh. The hard stuff is called Death Wish. Nice.
This one leads to a horn. You can just see it. Look,
Okay. Oh yeah, where did you stop in the Souls games?
I went up ahead and scratched slightly.
You will find that as soon as you boot up any other Souls game or Bloodborne, that you will wreck it. Like, it's so easy to parry. I booted up Dark Souls 1. Any enemy that's parryable, it's like laughable how slow their build-up animation is. But when I played Dark Souls 1 on stream originally, I was horrible at parrying. I just could not get the timing right. Now, I should go back to Dark Souls 1. And you can't parry some of the harder bosses in the game, but... That crazy new skill set now. I like 2, it's really good, and it has the most content of any Souls game. It has a lot of, like, the equivalent of feat taxes, Souls taxes. There's a bunch of things you have to put stats into for the game to not be miserable. Stop stealing my gems, invisible cat thief, cat burglar. Cool enemy style, though. They got the paint on the walls there. The game feels so detailed and rich. Did you just take some of my hearts? You took my hats? That's supremely rude. Do not remove my hats. Toss you off a cliff after you're stealing your hat. Okay, I can't open those glowing things yet, right? That's a hat I don't have yet. It's a hat crime. Yeah, Bloodborne basically forces you to learn to parry. Curly Horn Trail. So that opened a new blue flag path? Okay, cool. I'll try to get back to it. Yeah, they look cool. Different from a lot of the other enemies. It's really easy in a 3D platformer like this to have a bunch of degenerate, redundant enemies. It's like, oh, it's another thing that does contact damage to me if I touch it. Oh, it's another thing that throws a projectile at me. Hooray.
Take care, kid. I think this one leads to a horn. You can just see.
This is the new one up here, right? I think this is correct. Whee! Now, can I have jump off this thing to the left and land on that platform I just passed? I was to say, the thing that drives me crazy about parrying in Dark Souls is that not every attack can be parried, and it's very difficult to tell what can and can't. And I don't do well with mechanics that I can't 100% predict whether they'll work at all. Like, you can parry everything in Bloodborne, I think, and you can definitely parry everything in Sekiro, except for the things it explicitly tells you you can't. When you're on the prayer flags and scripted, you can't jump off? Okay, thank you. Hey, what's up, dude?
Have you come to make...
Hold and release X for a beam attack? What? Oh, cool. I'm excited for it. Give that a shot. No more bonking against walls. Oh, the hook shot's still on. Oh, animation's pretty great. Oh, I can shoot a little beam, I see, that's cool. Yeah, I see that with TikTok clock. This is probably a turn this corporeal, and then I can jump over to the yarn. Bet there's also some shenanigan I can do to get up there early, but... See, once I commit, I can't turn anymore. It's good to know. Okay, got it. Roger. I have the turn things solid hat already. Is it the witch hat? Yeah, I'm kind of short on hats. A bunch of mechanics I can't do yet because of it. It's a bummer because a lot of the yarn I need for hats is gated behind having more hats. Can't actually climb up that. Oh, clever. Didn't think they'd actually make me do something like that. I dig it, though. Can do some grinding in earlier worlds, right on. I think I'm going over there. Oof. Thanks. Come on. I think I can climb on that thing. Maybe cross over here. I can hear Song of Storms, yeah. Do 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 do. It's like a major key version of it, right? I could see them doing that on purpose. Zonky Zero, what kind of game is that? It's very cute wherever it is. This song. Good. Everything's fine, nothing is ruined. Oh, that's cool. Public domain hype. Orthogonal first-person RPG with survival game features. Cool. The Danganronpa craziness. Thank you, conveyance thingy. Man, power of conveyance thingies. Not have thought to check that. This is a super vertical stage, I'm digging it. So that's why they give you so many checkpoints. Yikes. That's neat. Did I make that though? I guess so. Okay, thank you, conveyance gems. Gnarly. I can see there being a lot of fun jumps like that in the super hard DLC you guys are talking about. I don't think I could make that if I wanted to. I can make this though. I think she can jump way further than I think she can. But cuts through walls, that is pretty OP. Aiming it's a little rough, but... Speedrun for this level? That sounds awesome. I'm excited after beating this game to watch the full speedrun for it. So there's a wall jump here. 45 seconds. Wow. And so far the devs are kind of supporting that, right? They're not like patching out any crazy tricks, I assume. Yeah, is there anything special I have to do to wall jump correctly? That works. There's a trick that lets you skip the entire last level. This game definitely feels like it's speedrun bait, which is really cool. We've probably talked about that in every session so far. Oh, howdy. Co-op? People do the speedrunning co-op? That's wild. Certainly feels like some of the trickiest platforming in the game so far. Wait, so I'm supposed to attack that, is that right? I see, and then it refreshes my jump. One player, two controllers. Oh, seriously? That's wild. Are there any other well-known speedruns that are played in co-op mode with one player holding both controllers? That's crazy. Alright, so eggs are significantly less threat. The homing attack in the 3D Sonic games, yeah. the one good idea Sonic has had since Sonic 3. Well, I guess Sonic Mania makes that less true now. Ow. What's the idea of Sonic Mania is make more good Sonics the way it used to be. What's a common stunt run, or just in GDQ in general, for someone to do a one player, two controllers thing? I see. Oh dear! I wonder why, like, when that goat knocked me off the map, I think it was supposed to trigger it as a fall and reset me. Maybe I got confused because I was in the middle of being knocked back. Those aren't connected, now I know. And I know I've mentioned this in previous sessions in this game, but I do like that there's a lot of tech that's not strictly necessary to beat the game. So that came up a lot in the Banjo-Kazooie playthrough, that like all of the tech in Banjo-Kazooie is mandatory at one point or another in order to finish it. Which can sometimes be frustrating because they give you some tech that never matters outside of like 2 puzzles in the whole game. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, thank God. Thank you, game. When it said checkpoint, I'm like, do they just mean if I die? So now it's like actually changing the drop distance on the stage. Very kind. This guy must have bumped into something. I must have gotten pushed off by the other platform. Alright, the laser's cool, but I don't think its shape matches its hitbox. I think it's a very straightforward straight line in front of her. So if you try to hit something on a slope, it's gonna miss. I feel like some of the forced camera changes in these stages. Like, this is clearly meant to be done almost as a side-scrolling sequence. Shit. Shit! Thanks, game. Hooray! Given how much shit is going on in this stage, it's really impressive that it's like possible for anyone to know where to go. But I feel like they've managed that with gem conveyance for the most part. It might be a lot harder if you've already explored this stage and picked up all the gems, working your way back through it. Whee! Banjo-Tooie has exactly one minor pickup 80% of the way through the game that requires the invincibility move in the previous game, and nothing else requires invincibility. Goatmen, y'all gotta chillax. So we've done the lava world, and we've done the birdcage world. So now we've got one more. The white flags, maybe? She did this one already. Nope, nope, nope. Shit. Sorry. Hey, let's go back. That's a cool looking screen. I'm gonna give you something to do trying to hit all the gems. Excuse me. This is the song that reminds me a lot of the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles soundtrack.
Open up some new routes.
I think I learned the goats weren't friends in the previous session too. It's been a while. Oh, I can't... Okay, good to know. Hey Aaron, how you doing?
I don't think any hourglasses fell this way.
Isn't the one that has all the prayer flags on it go back to the start of the stage? I'm trying to get to an area I haven't... Oh, maybe this green one. Excuse me. Bella. Ooh, golly. Okay, didn't crash that time. Towards the green mountain. Okay, thank you. There we go.
The Twilight Bell is this way.
Thank you. Teal? Aquamarine? Right, I don't have the ability to do anything with those yet. Music here is cool. Potentially need this to progress. Let's see if there's somewhere else I can go here. Yeah. So where's a good place I could go to farm for it, do you think? Like, the earliest stages have more things to get to now that I have more hats that were technically accessible only very recently. I need help finding my way back to the stage later. It's the film world. It's a spooky world. Oh, okay. That's Alpine Skyline, right? Timepiece detected. I may as well go to ones that have a timepiece, right? Okay. Do you know what the name of the hat is? I'm still really impressed at how well they got that feel, right? Dweller mask requires 12 yarn, time stop is 32 yarn. Mafia Vault Code. I'm going to go to establish how this stage works. Yeah. I do think Donkey Kong 64 is, they're kind of pushing it a little far. Banjo-Kazooie felt just about right in terms of the number of collectibles it had. Probably could have done a little bit better of a job of helping you with finding the last few that you were missing in a stage. The equivalent of the Sparks pointer thing in the later Spyro games. It's a dweller. Okay, thanks. One in here. Oh. Sweet. So, if I understand yarn correctly, there's all kinds of different specific sorts of yarn, but the sort of yarn something is only matters when you find that style for the first time. It's a way to keep you from getting the later level upgrades too early. Okay. After that, yarn is just generic yarn, basically. Hooray! Oh, there we go. First one gives you the recipe for it, right? Enough to stitch a hat.
1, 2, presto!
Oh, cool. See through a dweller's eyes. That's neat. Gino's attack? Isn't it Peach that uses the umbrella in Mario RPG? Oh, you mean the stars building up? Yeah, I was like, that seems cute and somehow familiar in a way that I can't quite place. Why do those stars seem correct for charging the beam? You don't need the 32 yarn one? Okay. I might back out and go back to the stage we were working on then. Was it Geno Beam, I think it was called? You had to like hold down the Y button and let it go after. I wonder if it has an Easter egg to work like that. Try it real quick. Like if it was more effective if you let it go before it fades out on its own, right? That'd be interesting. Making sure that I have the hook shot before going to the stage, right? Very smart. Time drift detected. Time rift detected, excuse me. Ooh-wee, we're getting there. Crash timepieces cratered a rift. I guess I'll check that out. Above a house with the cat mask. I already did that area. Is that in the base game, the time rifts? I remember running into those in earlier stages. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the hat in Mario 64 that lets you pass through certain objects.
Please.
You die in one hit. I love that it's expensive, too. Get the Animal Crossing voice acting badge. Alright, let's go. It's on PC. I see. It only lasts so long.
The Twilight Bell
Cool.
is just ahead.
Glad your voice line didn't reset when I stepped away for a moment. Oh yeah, there's this bell thing, right? It's like I feel like we saw this mechanic earlier in an earlier stage. Now I just have the ability to activate it at will, essentially. It's kind of a collectathon. I feel like it has more in common with Mario 64 or Mario Odyssey than with like Banjo-Kazooie. There's not all that many Google Fob Doodle Dads to find. It has a lot of the ideas from something like Banjo-Kazooie. Very cool though. I'm impressed they're able to do all of this in a an Unreal of all engines. It seems to work fine, but oh, I see. That's clever. Okay. But inverts the state of anything I'm currently on. Gotcha. Cute. That's why I fell to my death earlier. Let me see. Doodle Dads. Oh shit, I realized there was a wall. Sweet, first try. A word I can use for collectathons that go too far with it is exhausting. I don't know if that resonates with anyone else that's played some of the more extreme ones like Donkey Kong 64. Something that I felt like Banjo-Kazooie 1 did right was that you could 100% a stage with the abilities you found in that stage in almost every case.
Please disregard my twitchy.
Choose to cool down when using hats.
Gimme!
Totally worth playing. This game's outstanding. It's also a really good speedrun bait. It's got very strong, tight mechanics and controls. This is fine.
Look at that thing! If only I could reach it.
Don't worry, I got a thingamajig. Oh, cool. Boss arena? What? This is pretty sweet. Spooky Tron World, and they've already established that the bell makes these places possible. So it's kind of awesome, actually. Yeah. I think it's a combination of that idea, that having multiple characters and having to switch between them to do everything, and getting a power-up in a late part of the game and having to go back and revisit all the earlier stages to pick stuff up. Like, it's interesting because I love that. Oh, what does red do? Opens a different kind of... Oh. That's interesting. But I can't ring it from the bottom? I have to be standing close enough to attack it, right? That's a pretty dope idea. Banjo-Tooie does that late game power thing a lot. In Metroidvanias, that's part of why I love Metroidvanias. I love like exploring the early stages and be like, oh man, I gotta come back here when I get the double jump. But for whatever reason, it like feels like work in a lot of collectathons I've played, for lack of a better word. I've seen these walls before, right? Music in this stage is pretty sweet too. Oh, I see. Those are the walls that I can make. Oh, I can only hurt these guys. Nice. They're made pretty close to each other, right? This is a really cool stage. Super digging it so far. So can't reach the red ones. Speaking of songs that sound like they're from Zelda, right? Hear the Song of Healing in the background. Song of Healing is Saria's song backwards, is that right? Okay, that'll get me through any wall, not just green ones. Got it. But red will never work, I see, and they taught me that before it would have been a creator of danger. That's cool. And the reduced cooldown doesn't let me get away with a single jump like that. Oh, this is cool. I didn't even think about that. Game makes a good use of theremin, I feel like. Oh, look at this. That's cool. This is Trixie. I like it though. Whoops. Nope, didn't want to do that. Opposite of that, the other thing. Oops. I do like the footstep effect when you're walking on those two. That's cool. Yeah, right. Just reminding yourself, do I actually need to use it here? Hey, I got a keyblade. Alright, we saw a locked door earlier. Very Mario Galaxy. There's the Song of Healing. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, cool. Got it. I think this might be my favorite song on the soundtrack so far, from what I remember of it. So sleepy. Of the sleepy snot bubble. I've never known anyone to blow snot bubbles when they sleep. It's such a common anime thing. Oh, that's interesting. So I need a key for this. It's a Japanese cultural thing. This is where I came from, I think. Here we go. What does that accomplish? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I really like the design of this stage. Very clever. Don't want it to be red, I think was what it was. Gotcha. It has that cool introduce idea, add a twist to the idea, subvert it. Forget, what's the name of the director, the guy that made Mario Galaxy and Mario 3D Land? It's a really cool YouTube video explaining that approach to level design. Oh, fancy. Why do I want that? Oh, I see. Do a really good job of portal funneling you between those hooks. Glad they didn't make that into a dexterity challenge. Wouldn't be terribly fun, I feel like. Been here before though, haven't I? This is my first time being up top. Why does that matter? It's like hook shot for me to grab onto. Nothing I can do with this tree. I can get to a yarn. Is that all that matters? Or have I not been here before? Maybe I haven't. But I basically just did a circle back here and came back to somewhere I already was. Visible Z's at least make me think of snoring, right? I was over here because I launched into that thing last time, this wall. What have I changed as a result of having gone through here? Oops. Oh, I see, that destroys that wall. Gotcha. So I could have gotten to that earlier. Oh. Ah! Okay, so you're saying there's somewhere I haven't been over here, right? And you got that thing. Don't think they want me to balance on these flags. What do they want me to see by coming up here? Oh, behind the checkpoint. So maybe I'm done with this back area, and this is just a shortcut to get back out. Alright. That tech, though. This is where I got the key earlier. This reminds me of a combination of the Tron song from Kingdom Hearts 2 and the Song of Healing. Oh, the trees let you warp between them. I see. I already did this way for sure. This way it doesn't have gems, so I must not be done yet. Cool twist. Oof. There's a horn after all that. I completely forgot I was in this Alpine Skyline world. I see, so I was supposed to get to that later. Sure. That's how I get back out, I guess. It's one of those interesting things. Like, I don't think that that was wrong, per se, the way that they laid out that part of the stage, but clearly the developers were expecting there's no way that you would go through that locked door until you had already triggered the flags on the tree, right? I just didn't do it because I'm a dummy and didn't think to check over in that direction after I found the key. So I feel like a way to handle that problem where you think a player is going to do something but you're not sure they're going to do something is to require them to have a door that requires 2 keys or something. Maybe the door doesn't even become available until after the tree gets the prayer flags on it. That's what I mean, they seemed certain you would explore both ways before you got there, right? Cool. That's nice to have to drop into the chest at the end. Cool. That was a really cool stage. I don't know if it is or should be a design goal for players to not see end stage elements until they're able to interact with them. I guess the Alpine Skyline has established the idea that those trees have prayer flags connected to them, right? So when you see it, I go, okay, I must have missed something earlier. This is a cool way to wrap the stage. It's been building after every mini stage we finish, right? Sweet new music, too. So I want to go towards those icons, it looks like. This theme is dope. Kami. Oh, cool. Lightning effects now. This is pretty epic. If this is, like, approaching the end of the story, it's a pretty cool way to do it. think. Do you hate it when you get affected by evil purple flowers? Just ruins your day. Lightning bolts are pretty cool too. I like that it's taking a stage we visited already and making it harder now. Destroying elements of the platforming. Can I do these now? Or is that the time stop hat? Oh wait, no, this must have been the brewing hat all along. Yeah, I forgot about it earlier. Oh well. Some of my favorite tracks in video game history have this sort of like dire yet triumphant sound. Like Hyrule Castle is like that. This is my new favorite track of the OST. Now, does that mean I'm done with this island after I do that? Yeah, Maker's Ruin is a really good one. Okay, cool. Suicide Mission and End Run in Mass Effect 2. Kind of nails that. This is dangerous and scary and bad. That's also kind of awesome. Oops. Sonic homing attack you. The bass line's at 3/3/2 rhythm, like it's in a lot of battle themes. So are these all riffs on the themes for these individual islands before? I didn't see that before. I would have made that easier. Shit. Well. I think I want to take this back. Oh, I think that actually let me just skip that part. Awesome. Calculated. Now, is there not one in the giant bell area? I don't see a green. Oh, it's blocked by goop. I see. Maybe where the final encounter is. I'm actually not sure right versus left. Assume left. That's the later part of the stage. Yeah, I think so. That's right. I guess it's the same in each section of the level. Okay, so I was wondering. Evil, not so friendly goat man. Now they can do stuff that requires this. So I just did a thing that required it to get here. Oh, really? Never mind. Thought this was progress. Okay, I can't get through here yet. Forget, is there a first-person look in this? Sweet. Gnarly. Ouch. Yeah, what's up? Okay, so the innermost circle is what hurts you. The outermost circle just knocks you back a little bit. Screw you, evil purple corruption flower. I'm just trying to hear your shit here. Oops. Get that scooter badge back. Look how like smooth that is. Like, the animation of boarding the scooter doesn't make it slower. You think there might be a spin-up problem where it ends up being technically faster to not have that badge on. The attention to detail on getting the feel of a game just right. It's hard to do. You don't really notice when a game is set up perfectly in that regard, but you can definitely tell when it's wrong. Probably left again, I'm guessing. Slip and slide. So you want my laser badge back? Oh, I see. I'm supposed to hit him. Ah! Oh my god. Calculated. It's really hard for me to trust that homing attack, yeah. If it had like a little reticle on the screen or something right when you went to press it. It does eventually, never mind. That's a thing. Just wasn't waiting for it. Guess I'm just not pressing it soon enough for the second one. Maybe I need to be double jumping afterward. No! The prompt doesn't always appear. It's based on your height over them, maybe? Alright. Okay, I need to be double jumping. That was my problem earlier. I think this is right? I haven't, so there we go. Okay, this looks right. Hey, sir, how you doing? These purple grappling spots weren't here earlier, right? There's no way they're leveling this, they're loading this entire stage. Like, I doubt, even though we can see the birdcage area, I have a feeling that that's not really being rendered. Oh, lame. Ouch. I think this is the way I just came. Oops. Yeah, the zip lines are definitely masking loading for sure. Hard to see that wire. Yeah, no worries. Happens. I might have to bounce off the sleepy guy. Sleepy Gary over here. Or I could just make the jump. Oh wait, never mind. There we go. Didn't even see it before. Ow. Well, that's fun. Shoot. I haven't died in a minute. Where does that put me? Woof. Presumably my, two that I already did are still, I still have credit for? I think so. Okay, I hope so. Yeah, you get the effects. That stuff is extremely interesting to me. Holy shit. This is hellish. So, do the purple flowers damage me as well? Okay. I don't think I collided with them earlier, so I didn't realize it. So the purple crystals damage me, the big MMO AoE telegraph damages me. Let's try to go slow here. Gnarly. Ouch. It's already knocked on the floor there. Ow. People's goats, man. I'll tell you what. Oh, there's a health pickup right there, too. Oh, this is the hardest thing I've done in a hat in time. Here they've put crap on all the edges so you can't cheese your way through it like you could in the previous one. Development since 2012. It's impressive for an indie game. Where does that put me, I wonder? Hopefully not crash the desktop. Okay. I was gonna say, after last time. Shouldn't eat that health up next time. Played a really early version of it. That's cool. I like that there's not a cutscene upon first getting in here. There's a limited number of the meteor attacks this whole time. That would be interesting if true. Ouch. Not a limited number of the exploding crystals, though. First try. Oops. Demo I played was a tree level. You get the hook shot and climb out. Here are we back to the green flags.
The air is clear again, and the goats seem to have come to their senses again. I don't really understand it, but I assume we have you to thank.
Korean, Tibetan, Alpine, fur flag people?
Pretty insistent on going after the others, so I guess it belongs to you? Thank you for helping us.
I really like that theremin sound for getting the timepiece. It's perfect. The sound design in this game is... it's perfect in a way that's difficult to describe what makes it feel like it's right for the genre. Right? They just know what sounds right. I don't know if I could describe it with math. Russian. I should have a finale thing for this now, right? Oh, there are more different time rifts. Oh, that was the finale. I just loaded straight into it. Well, cool. What else do I have to do now? An emergency button. Perfect for times when you need a button to push. Mafia Town for blue time wrists. Koreans also kind of have that Slavic accent. 3 more hourglasses, and you get hourglasses from rifts as well. Oh, I can pay money for Axe. Heating up Mafia Town. Perspiration, yes, unfortunately. Really? Getting value out of the existing stage? That's cool.
Look at mess. This is terrible. Someone turn on all faucets in Mafia Town. Same faucets that control the town volcano.
That makes
Was
sense.
It you, child? No? Mafia think
Mustache girl.
Girl turn on all faucets. Little hat kid, can you save Mafia Town by turning off all faucets? If you close all, maybe water start flowing again.
Magnum. Thank you, giant on-screen indicators of the objective. That makes a big difference. Do I have to, like, hit it from the side? Yes. Gotcha. Cool. And you've got your classic "It's a Fire" level sitar, right? I really love that YouTube video. Seth, what's his name? Got it. Seth Everman, that's right. The only death warp in the game is here? Interesting. That's cool that you don't have to do very many death warps. I don't know, there's certain speedrun techniques that I'm weirdly biased against. Even though there's no reason for me to be. Quitting to the title screen is one that I think is icky. I get why people do it in games. Often a significant time save. Camera badge. Oh, that's cool. How cute. Oops. She's got the wahahahahaha. Touching lava with her butt effect. I dig it. They understand. So one of those games where I'd love to be like in the boardroom when they're discussing the mechanics that they want to have. Okay, we're gonna do a lava level. It's like, yeah, you can do that, but you have to make sure that when you touch the lava that she holds her butt and goes flying in the air like Mario. Ah! What do you think I am, a caveman? Of course we're gonna do that. Do something in one save file and manipulate a different one? Yeah, I think that's icky too. Okay, here's the rift. But if I go into the rift, am I sacrificing my progress in the stage so far? Well, shit. We'll just do it while we're here. It looks like getting to the flosses isn't that hard. They're little, like, targeted platforming sequences. This theme is cute. Oh, shit. I don't need wall jumping! Wall climbing! Yeah, the secret levels in Mario Sunshine. I feel like this game's soundtrack was pretty good, but didn't, like, blow me away with many of its tracks in the rest of the game up to this point, but this song, the, Windmill Stage level song, the Spooky Bell World Dweller Hat song, Purple Alpine Mountain song are all really, really good. Snatcher Boss theme was good, too. These are pretty short. Good call. You said I need to have a total of 25 timepieces? The DLC has good tracks too. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, it changes, but it's the same effects. That's neat. Has that always been in the game? Skins for the different hats. Praise Helix. Different color palettes for Hat Kid. That's what the brush was in the middle that I skipped. Oh, they made mods into the main game? That's super cool.
Someone want me to leave you.
Whoops. Wait, does it already count this one as done because I did it earlier? It doesn't have a marker anymore. Maybe not. Oof. Calculated. Oh, I hope it's not bugged. I think some of the indicators might be gone for the ones I already did. Whoops. And cute rewards. I like that you can cancel out of the dash. Feels correct. I may have bugged out the stage, I guess we'll see. So try to find the ones that I already did without the indicator. Yeah, New Game Plus exclusive content's a little cheesy. Mild bummer about Sekiro that there's a couple bosses locked behind an ending. But you can also get to them in like a couple hours after beating the game, so it's not that big of a deal. By the lighthouse. Maybe they are still marked. Weird. Maybe I just started by going in the opposite direction and it didn't mark the very first one. Extremely easy. You will destroy the game. Loot effects. It's impressive how little Sekiro content is mandatory to beat the game. Like, it's actually among the biggest bummers in the Soulsborne series because I can never delete the information in my mind of which, like, stage enemies that I don't have to fight, if that makes sense. So I'll never be able to play that game again without knowing, 70%, 80%, 90, 95% of these enemies can just be completely avoided. Global warming's got nothing on this. Trails of Cold Steel 2 as a New Game Plus only boss fight? Good lord. I feel like some of those JRPGs are like intentionally disrespectful of the player's time, right? Stuff like that feels like that. When I was a kid, I totally would have dug it because that would have been like the only game that I owned. So give me a reason to play it again, I'll take it. I guess there's a difference between the entire game. Hat Kid! Go away.
You did it! Small child saved Mafia Town! Now Mafia no longer need to eat lava for breakfast. Amazing! Please, take
Great.
this as trophy. You are truly the hero of Mafia Town!
That's delightful. Nice. I don't mind if New Game Plus is a completely different experience. That's great, but if it's really just you have to play this game twice and both games are basically the same in order to access content at the very end of the second playthrough, I think that's silly. When you get to a certain line, I think Serp is right. I know that that's happened before, but like Guild Wars 2 is intentionally developed as the grind-free, let's rethink the MMO, and when they released it in East Asian countries, a lot of them demanded extra grind be added into it. Let's see, there were some rifts in Alpine Skyline. They're trying to get more bang for their buck. I think we've all probably become a lot more critical of games since Steam sales became a thing, right? Look at photo. It's over in the green area. It's in the blue area. Probably about 6 of one of which one's closest. This is a really sweet stage. I get the TikTok clock comparison. $100. Nice. Okay, there's one in the green area. I can't see the pictures from outside the level, right? Oh wait, here we go. At the end of one of the trees.
Twilight Bell is this way.
Might actually be here. I think it's straight up from here. I don't know how to climb up there though.
Twilight Bell is this way.
Looks like I dropped some frames a couple minutes ago. Looks like it went away. Might need to refresh. How do I get up there?
Blow those horns.
Maybe one of these ice things? No, this is back to where I was. Whoa, that wasn't on purpose. It is up there, right? You know, the frame dropping is done, so if you're getting it again, something's up on your end. Or on Twitch's end. Huh, how the hell do I get up there? Pretty sure that's right. I guess there's not a... No, there's the beam.
The bell is this way.
Is it? Because there's the beam of light. Alright, I'll take it. There's just another beam of light over here, isn't there? Not that one. Let's buy one of those trees, though.
The Twilight Bell is just
Whew. Cutting it close there. Shit, that happened last time. Maybe here? It's either here or at the last tree this one connects to. I don't see the beam of light here. Aw, that's adorable, Mario. Kitties haven't started to demand food yet. Oh, there it is. I see it. Thanks. Oh, golly. Even the music in these stages is like weirdly familiar. I see I could have thrown something at that barrel, I guess. You could hear Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, yeah. It's a very, Yasunori Mitsuda kind of song. Oh, this is cool. I dig that. Whoa! Ah, I see. I have to cancel it mid-jump. That's pretty sweet. Too bad I went all the way back there. The bell's in like Zeal Palace, Shala's theme. I can't cancel it mid-dive. Okay, good to know. Sweet. So where do I take my 25 timepieces?
Here we go!
Yeah. Hat Girl. Psychonauts, that's cool.
All right, I'm in. I made it. I infiltrated that kid's spaceship without the alarms going off. I bet she's collected a ton more timepieces than I have. Now where does she keep them?
What? That's cool.
Jackpot! This must be where she stores them all. Time to mess with time a little.
Cool. Oh wow. You really get some cool character dies, that's neat. I like that. Right on. Whee. I'm guessing some of the color schemes are like meant to evoke specific characters too. Attic, Time's End. Some of the skins and Smash Brothers do a good job of that. So I'm making sure I have all the hats, presumably. Sweet. Didn't look outside the window. Why is stuff really bad out there? Start boss, the finale. It's pretty perfect. I love the splash art for every stage, it looks so good. Mustache girl statues, Bowser. It's fantastic.
Beat it, kid.
Oh, it's all the characters from earlier.
In hindsight.
That's cool.
Hey, kid. How's that soul of yours? Still rattling around in there? I'd love to know who thinks they're a big enough deal to judge me. So I've taken a few 100 souls. Big deal. Do us all a favor, kid. Go check out who thinks they're better than us and hit them. I don't usually advocate that kind of thing, but this is pretty authoritarian.
Cool.
Really? I've never done a crime in my...
I love having all the characters leading up to it, that's pretty dope. This is definitely a long hallway. So if I die, I'll play this song. Ouch. Who's Youngtown?
Give me your back of wine ticket.
Running into encounters and objects from the whole game up to this point, basically. Did I respawn the apple? No, it didn't die. Okay. Great. Good thing of making the explosive apple. Oh, I didn't know this was replacing my badges. Oof. Oh, he climbs up, I see. Boom! Whee!
We criminals can feel relief. We have not committed.
Oof. Not super feeling this. Oh, I see. One of them's high, one of them's low. Okay. Couldn't tell from a distance. Thank God for the time slowing effect when you're changing hats. That was very wise of them. But you can also use D-pad commands to insta-swap. I don't quite have a handle on that yet. Is there like a hook shot near here? There is! The return of the revenge of Bloom. I love the healing item near the end there. Just take my hat. Get out of Dodge. Cool. D-pad controls can be wonky. Let's see. Bringing back enemies from all the earlier stages here, that's always a classic. You ass! Gems are fine, as long as you're not stealing my hat.
Watch your step, kid.
Thanks. That was cool.
I can't get through there. I'm no stunt owl.
Such a rad stage. I love the giant lava timepiece. The crazy mustache girl statues everywhere. Here. This is a long hallway. I'll go ahead and play it real quick. We've been in one the whole stage, but correct follow-up to the free roam level, yeah.
Boss. You ready?
That's a lot of timepieces. Exactly.
Oh wow! What a touching story! Just kidding. Bad guy! I said next!
That's a pretty cool trope.
Oh, it's you. You've been kinda a selfish little pest, but you haven't actually stood in my way. You get to go on. You're a good guy, I guess. Go on! You get to live! Next! Excuse me! Don't you dare get anywhere near me. I don't think you quite understand who's in charge, little missy. You know,
You can walk out
I
for a
was
bad
willing
ending.
to forgive you. I once thought we were gonna be best buds. But nope, you turned out to be rotten and selfish. Save the planet from bad guys. Psh, who needs that, am I right? Look at all I've done without you.
Sure, bad guy doesn't
I've
mean you're a
restored
bad guy.
justice. I am the justice. No more bad guys. Ever. I don't need you. This planet doesn't need you. Nobody will miss you, and nobody will care. You are the bad guy, and I'll show you how this justice system deals with bad guys.
Gnarly. What? That's fucking cool. She's just throwing timepieces at me. I love it. Ouch. Don't use the laser. That's a hell of an attack, too. She's about to wreck me. You betrayed the law. Law! Alright, don't use a laser. In fact, unequip it, because it could screw you up.
I did
Down.
punch.
I said... Excuse me! Don't you... But no! Look, I don't... You...
You know, lock on. I see, so that... Whee! Ooh, she's trying. Ouch. Yeah, I really like the NES teleport effect.
She can get lost! Mustached girl is not welcome here. Mafia say get lost!
Friendship is magic?
That's right, get lost! No one wants you here. Isn't that right, big lad?
This alternate reality stinks. Get lost.
Get lost! Ain't that right, gang? Get lost! Get lost!
Yeah, get lost! What? But I'm fixing everything. No more bad guys. Why can't you see that I'm doing this for all of us?
You're the bad guy, mustache girl.
How can you stand behind these people? They're crooks, criminals, and you're helping them. them! This ends now!
I got a full heal, that's nice. Oh, sweet. You know what? Whoa! The music is sweet too. This is like Rainbow Road. One-wing mustache. That's a good one. Really impressed that this is in... This whole game I'm impressed that it's in Unreal. It's like the frickin' Shimishen warriors, right?
That kid can't even hit evil mustache girl. We have to help.
You got it, lad. Let's give her something she can jab at that little
Bitrate killing dance rate, I know, right? Every single pixel is changing every 1/60th of a second. There's no way that the video quality looks anything good on y'all's end. Play this game, it looks really pretty on my screen. It just needs to add snow on top of it now, too, right? Okay, I need another one of those, I guess. I'm damaging her whenever I get that berry to hit her, right? Looks like it. Oh, she's got an evil blue shield. Okay.
Let's sign a contract, make this girl get lost. Once and for all.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. I'll create, you'll throw.
The Blu-ray decoding can't keep up with static at the beginning? That's wild. Ooh, that's gonna be rough to not take damage during. Oh, I think I missed. That sucks. Oh shit. Healing items would be great, guys. Butt stomp attack, classic. I'm super dead. Oh, killing all my friends.
Oh, when Mafia explode, Mafia drop pawns. This gives Mafia an idea. Little Hat Girl need help to turn back time. If Mafia explode, Little Hat Girl get useful pawns. Mafia has to explode to save world.
Thank you, Mafia.
Plan is crazy. Hello, Mafia. No worry. If Little Girl succeed, Mafia come back when time rewinds. Now, punch me with all your might, fellow Mafia. No hesitation.
Yeah, right.
Red Hooded Girl, get lost!
Nice.
Hat Girl, here, take these!
Thanks, Mafia. Good looking out.
Those Mafia lads. So foolishly brave. But what's the point of living if I ain't got me train anyway? Alright, DJ Grooves. The two of us are gonna help this little hat lass. Get ready for a mean punch.
I'd like to see. I
And you aim
I
for
loved
my
everything
face.
about Steins Gate
That's my
except for
weak
the end. I
spot.
thought the end was awful.
This angry red lass needs to get lost.
Friendship is magic. How do you like this in a boss fight? Yay! Mass suicide hype! Pom pom patapon.
What is this? If everyone disappears but me, then I'd be all alone. Bad guys, stop it!
No, you're the bad guy. Get lost!
We don't need a hero. Get lost.
It's kind of a cool subversive plot for the story.
My powers are disappearing?
I'll maybe talk about it in spoilers general later if you remind me to. So I'm just recovering health every second, I see. Plaster, were you wanting to add the DLC after this, or do you have another game in mind for Subrock? But there's an achievement for taking no damage in this phase, huh? I actually needed the immortality. I was one hit from dying a second ago. Cool. Nice, it's finally tough. Every suicide after the first three was completely unnecessary. Okay. That's funny. Giant Katamari of timepieces. How happy she is. Times 26. Because I guess I got my 25 back, plus an extra one. She was apparently really bad at that. So I would have seen the scary lava planet if I looked out the window there. I do like that trope in final bosses. Yeah, okay. I feel like it's like the DK bananas, stacks of timepieces everywhere. Nice. Congrats, you did the bare minimum. Exactly.
Don't
Nice.
leave us.
Aww.
Hey, kiddo. Let's make another contract.
Oh, don't you dare leave, lass!
Let's watch our movie, darling.
Nice. Game's very cute. I'm not going to rush through the credits or anything. We'll just keep an eye on time for your next blockbuster. Yeah, the broom prop. Hi, Benedict. Horizontal scrolling. It's cool. This game was very cool. Thank you for sharing it. I don't think it would have crossed my desk. I should get my sister to play this. She'd probably like it. And so I'm saying we're not gonna rush to swap. So I love you too, Ben. Thank you. I love fun credit sequences like these. I could see this game having had cuts to it, yeah. It seems like it's a really ambitious story with all these worlds, and it's like, oh, there's like 5. But they're really good. I mean, the length of the game is perfect. It shouldn't be longer than that. But I wonder if they were planning to have a bunch more places to go to. Rough around the edges is a good way to put it. Yeah, it's good. It's very good. It's very pretty. It's well designed. I bet this game is really fun to play multiple times or to try to 100%. The roughness is mostly just in like level design conveyance. Like there's a lot of stages that are really busy. It can be kind of hard to tell what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go. And some stages are better or worse about that. Like I felt like, what was it? The windmill stage was super busy, but the game did a really good job of moving the camera and putting pickups to kind of draw your eye in the direction you were supposed to go. Mafia Town feels like a level they made before they knew exactly how they wanted the game to play. That's a really good way to describe it. Yeah. It's like unnecessarily open in a way, if that makes sense. You notice that it seems like the game moves more toward discrete challenges that you get to through free roam exploration as the game progresses. And that's sort of what Mario Odyssey is like, right? You have this big, technically open world, but it's really just a bunch of nodes on a map, and you're running between the nodes. It's a much fancier map than the stage map from like Mario 3. Mafia Town had way more content, it was way different, so was Subcon. You can see the different style of gameplay throughout it. It also had a lot of weird indie ideas. I need to like come up with something, like a word to describe that. Just feeling of... You get it, right? You're in my brain, right? Like, if you carry an apple and bring it next to Snake Demon, the apple turns into a bomb. Okay, whatever. It's not explicitly and exclusively in indie games. I've seen it in some AAA titles too, depending on who the creator is and whether they have editors or not. It's actually something that I was surprised that like Undertale dodges, because Toby Fox is a weird dude. If you've ever seen like interviews with him. Maybe spitballing is a useful word to describe it, yeah. I used to call things like it the OBT dubs effect. Like, OBT dubs, there are cat people in this world. Not that you have to, like, make a big deal out of introducing the existence of cat people, but it's when it just kind of happens 90% of the way into a story, which otherwise didn't really seem that it had things like that, right? Chrono Cross feels like an OBT dubs game. It just is constantly throwing these weird elements of the setting at you out of nowhere with no planting or setup. I think that these sorts of stories tend to be beloved by people that get it, that like spend the energy to immerse themselves in the setting and be on the same page with the dev. It's just that extra layer of effort, right? Indigo Jinjo. I know what a Jinjo is. You say it right. Velociraptor is a pretty good name too. That's a lot of supporters. I'm impressed. Hey Robin, good timing. We're going to be starting Pokemon in a few minutes here. Are you and John around? So we had only one XX name in the credits there. It's a cool way to think about it, Mario. Aww. Mario 2 USA ending was all a dream. She's just sleeping. World 5 is Bowser's Castle. I would say I'm very excited to see the next game from this developer, right? Like, this is a really great... This is the first thing they've ever done, right? Or do they have anyone on their team that has experience with other games? Are there any major personalities? Yeah, it's a little rough, but it's very well done, and I'm excited to see what they take from the lessons they learned making this game, and what their next one's going to look like in comparison. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna bring up the BRB screen for a few minutes. I'm gonna go grab the Switch and plug in the HDMI cable and change the title and all that stuff, so it'll be a few minutes. I'll be back with Pokemon Go... I say Pokemon Go so much. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. See you in a bit. Okay, I think we're ready. Hold up. Shenanigans getting the switch rolling over here. Okay.